y'all? It's your boy 30. We back with another video, man. Let's get into it. Recap. No time wasted. Went 3-2 last night. Listen, I'm telling y'all, if the Pistons scored 71 points in the first half, if they don't blow out the Bulls like that, Duran cover that. This man ended up with like 15. He didn't get back in the game. That supposed to been easily could have been 4-1. Then Creighton College, they ended up with 66 points. We had them over 70. They was on pace after the first half, man, but they just hit a shooting slump in the second half. Like, they just fell apart, man. They ended up losing the game. It was crazy work. But Miami, Ohio covered. Like I said, they would. Tyus Jones covered. And what's name covered too. So everything worked out. We went 3-2. We still profited. You know what I'm saying? I would love a full sweep, but the goal is to never deposit more money every day and just profit and grow your money every single day off of unit size, man. So let's get into the picks for the day. Got some NBA, got some college picks, man. I want a full sweep, man. That's why I tried to keep the picks to a minimum. Last couple days I've been doing like 5 and 6. Today I want to do like a good 3 or 4. I just want to go a full 4-0 sweep to give us that, you know what I'm saying, that feeling, that undefeated feeling for the day, man. So let's get into them. All right, y'all. We're just gonna knock this one college basketball bet out of the way and get it going. We got Cleveland State. I wrote it down for y'all. Cleveland State -3 versus Robert Morris. Check me out, right? So in this college basketball, right, you know, Creighton lost and they was ranked. And I kind of got a rule. I try to stay away from the big ranked school games, but I really thought Creighton would have scored 70 yesterday, but it is what it is. They lost. It's cool. No tripping. But Cleveland State versus Robert Morris, right? It's such a small game. I feel like there's no fluke activity, no rig. If there is a rig, no juice, nothing crazy happening to this game. Nobody cares about this game except the players in it. So it's a free form. We playing ball, real legit, no money on the line. Let's win this game. That's how I feel. So we gonna take Cleveland State -3. Last time they played, Cleveland State won by like 11, but that's not why I'm taking them. Cleveland State, for one, is 14. They didn't won 14 out of the last 15. Listen, I think they should be 10-point favorites if you ask me. I think they're going to kill Robert Morris. So I just don't think Robert Morris can keep up with them. Cleveland State does a great job of, like, they get a lot of turnovers. Like, I think they average like 2.5 or 3 turnovers margin, like, on the game. So I just don't see where Robert Morris has enough talent to keep up with them. I think Cleveland State will come in here and put them boys away early. So I'm looking at the first half for them boys to be up 15-20 and kind of just ride it home in the second half. So we're going to take Cleveland State -3 at home versus Robert Morris. And they at home. That's another thing, too. I even feel more confident with college teams at home because at the end of the day, they still kids. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the best players, they play better at home. You know what I'm saying? They just feel more safer and more better at home. It's not NBA where they professionals, they grown men, they go on the road to handle their job. College teams kind of waver on the road a little bit. So that's why I be kind of skeptical to take a college team on the road. But then you see some of these college teams come out and play better on the road. It's crazy, man. So, but college basketball, they home. I feel super confident. This is the only college basketball pick today. We got Cleveland State -3 against Robert Morris. Let's get into the next one. All right, y'all. First NBA bet. We got Cavaliers and the Raptors. I think the spread is like 12 or 13, and it actually might be moving up as I post this video, but I'm not worried about that. We're going to take the Cavs over 124.5 total points. So we just need the Cavs to score 125. Raptors coming off a back-to-back. They should be tired. They're not the best defensive team, and especially coming off a back-to-back, I expect Cleveland to blow them out. Cleveland should win this game by 20 or more, but I didn't want to take the spread because y'all know how Cleveland get. Like, Cleveland will score a lot of points. That's not the problem, but their defense, they lack effort at times, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I love Mobley, I love Allen, but I don't want to blame Mitchell for everything, but they lack effort at times. When you watch the game, it's Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I hate to just put it on him, but I just didn't want to rely on them on the spread to beat a team like Toronto that kind of fights to the end. But even on the back-to-back, I don't think their defense is going to be on their best. You know what I mean? So I think that this is a non-defensive game. I expect a high-scoring game. I could have took the over, but I said, let me just take the better team with the over 124 because I don't need the Raptors to come in here and just fall completely apart. So we're taking Cavaliers over 124.5 points. Just score 125. That's all I'm asking. So full lineup. Everybody's playing the starting lineup. Just score 125. So y'all should have 70 points, 60 points at the first half. That's just straight facts. So we're taking Cavaliers over 124.5 total team points against the Raptors. Let's get into the next one. All right, next bet. Kind of sticking with the same formula. We got the Kings and the Pelicans. We're taking Kings over 120.5 total team points, right? So the Pelicans aren't coming off back-to-back, but their defense is ferocious. Like, they give up a lot. The Pelicans give up a lot of points. And also, too, I think 120 points is too low. Like, I don't think the sportsbooks have adapted to having Zach LaVine on the court for the Kings. I know you might be saying, well, 30, they just had De'Aaron Fox. They limit. But it's like with De'Aaron Fox, he played fast. The Kings didn't necessarily play fast. But when I watch the Kings now with Malik Monk and Zach LaVine, it's like with Malik Monk orchestrating, he's not faster than De'Aaron. We know that, but it's like, from what I'm saying, they playing faster. Or maybe they just getting up more threes, so the total is higher, if that's the case. But they play a little more faster from what I'm seeing with Zach LaVine and Malik Monk. Is that crazy to say? I'm just speaking on what I see, but we're going to take Kings team total points over 120.5 versus the Pelicans. I guarantee you, lock this in ASAP. Before the game start, they're going to bump this line up. I guarantee you. It's going to be like at 121, 122. They're going to bump it. They're not going to leave it at 120. It's no way. So we're going to take Kings total over 120.5 points. Just go 121 against the Pelicans. They're terrible defensively. I think they played like 4 days ago, and the Kings ended up scoring like 123 against the Pelicans. But they didn't really shoot the ball well. So they barely got the 123, and they didn't really shoot the ball well. They barely squeezed out a 5-point win. So I expect them to come out locked and loaded. And with the NBA, they're on the road. I take it differently than college. In college, I would love to bet on home teams as much as I could. But on the road, in the NBA, it's like teams know they can't come in away city, and fuck off. They got to be locked in from the tip-off. So they come in on the road, and that's how you see a lot of these underdogs winning, because they come in locked in. You know what I'm saying? When you in your hometown in the NBA, you a millionaire, you chilling, you doing certain things, you playing around, you're not taking the game serious. But when you're on the road, yeah, I know people, I'm a millionaire, but I'm locked in on this game. I came to take Houston for this game. I came to Chicago for this game. We locked and loaded. Saw what Detroit did to Chicago. Nasty work. But we're going to take Kings over 120 points versus the Pelicans. So I expect this to be a high-scoring game. I don't, honestly, man, I'm going to be honest. Pelicans play no defense, but I can see this being a game where Pelicans fight hard at home and try to win this game. So we're going away from that. I'd be happy this game go to overtime, but we're going to take Kings over 120.5 total points. Just score 121. Let's get into the next one. All right. First prop of the day. Jaylen Brown over 30. Look, that might be a jinx. I might need to switch this to the over, but Jaylen Brown under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Why did I just say over? Is that God telling me to switch to the over? Y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm taking Jaylen Brown under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So this is my thing. They playing the Spurs, and all due respect to the Spurs, the Celtics are falling apart. Like their identity is crazy, but at home, I still like them as one of the best teams in the league. Straight facts. At any given night, they could be the best team in the league, especially at home. We know that. So, and they've been trying to like pull it together. But without Drew Holiday, it's tough on the defensive end. So I thought about taking like the Spurs over team total, but at home, Celtics are still a good defensive team. You get what I'm trying to say? So not as much as just a one-on-one perimeter defense with Drew Holiday, but we're going to take Jaylen Brown under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I just don't think this is his type of game. The Spurs got athletic guards, strong guards, similar to like Brown play style. And I just think that, I'm not saying he's going to struggle, but I just think that he's not going to force anything tonight. It's weird. Jaylen Brown's one of those players where like, he's so weird at times. He wants to look like an alpha. And then at times he kind of backs up and let Tatum does his thing. I just think Tatum's been in kind of like a good groove this past week. And they're going to kind of follow his lead. And this could also be blowout potential. Much respect to the Spurs. They play all right. They cool. Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, Chris Paul, whatever. But they can go on TD Garden and get blew out. That's straight fact. So the game is like an 8-point spread. Boston should win this game. But y'all know me, man. I'm not messing with Boston on no spread or no money line. Because they just too... For them to be as great as they is, defending champ, they just too fluky at times. You know what I'm saying? They just don't show up. And maybe they just bored. You know what I'm saying? A regular game in the middle of February, they just bored. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to take Jaylen Brown under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I feel like this line is a little too high, too. Am I tripping? Like, I feel like by the game time, a couple hours before the game, they're going to bump this down to like 32, 33. I just feel like 34.5 is way too high. Even with points, rebounds, and assists, I just don't think this is a favorable matchup. And that's what we look for. You know, nothing's perfect and nothing is a guarantee, but we want the best possible player to go under in the best possible matchup. So, Jaylen Brown under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's get into the next one. All right, y'all. Last pick of the day. Bam Adebayo over 14.5 assists and rebounds. Listen. I know a lot of y'all Bam. I know that. But this is a perfect spot for him. OKC is 13-point favorites. They could go out and blow them out. But I just see the Heat with everything that's going on. I feel like they're going to wake up and have a crazy game. I feel like Bam going to come out playing hard. OKC give up a lot of rebounds. So just trust me. Listen. Trust me on this. I'm going to go ahead and make it a 30 lock. Bam Adebayo over 14.5 assists and rebounds. And you might be saying 30. Why are you taking assists for a center? Bam off that pick and roll. They slide over. They commit. She passed the shooters. That's how they play. That's literally how they play. I watch Miami all the time. So Bam Adebayo over 14.5 assists and rebounds. Lock these bets in ASAP, man. I'm going to catch y'all in the comments. 30 out. Trust me. It's a full suite coming.